Hey guys, this is the Baron. Ghost Recon Wildlands, a game with unbelievable potential in my humble opinion, unfortunately falling well below the radar when it comes to PvP gameplay because of its late release. I've been playing online for a while now. I reached 33 or something like that, nothing so spectacular, and I gotta say I quite enjoy these intense and quite suspenseful gameplay nature of Ghost War. Right now the round seems to differ in various ways depending on who chooses what class, which is quite challenging to prepare for, but at this moment it does often get quite repetitive because as of now there are only two game modes and both are pretty similar in retrospect. The devs have put up a season roadmap for future DLCs and updates, and there seems to be new content coming through. So in light of these events I've decided to jump back into my concept and idea videos with Ghost Recon Wildlands. Here are a few ideas that this game could implement in the future updates and maybe even sequels. We need more game modes. The lack of game modes in Ghost War is quite bland to be honest, and for the most part it's kill the enemy team before they kill you. In elimination you have one main objective player, which is the Recon Tower, which isn't even used sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with the game mode, it's still quite intense and we just need more of it, that's all. The alternative game mode is Uplink, which is basically the same mode except the objective capture is an actual win for your team regardless of eliminations. There's plenty of small simple little game modes that I've come up with. I could make a whole video about it to be honest. One of those is attack and defend type game mode. One team has an objective they must protect while the other team is trying to capture or destroy it. Defenders are spawned close to the objective while attackers are spawned far, so that it allows defenders to set up defenses and get into positions. With this game mode, attackers should be allowed to respawn, however with very limited respawn tickets, maybe even 2 tokens would be too much. Players can also choose to stay down to save tokens for when they really need them. The respawn would additionally take them all the way back to the first respawn point and defenders are notified of their respawn. Defenders have no respawn tokens, however are given a serious tactical advantage in both location and distance. Killing all defenders will be a round win, also capturing the objective will also net a win. Defenders preventing the objective being captured or destroyed within a time limit, or until all attackers respawn are at 0 or all downs is a win. There are a few small concepts with this mode that need to be taken into consideration. Firstly, defenders can't move past a certain point in the map to prevent spawn camping. Defenders are given a choice of using mounted weapons but immediately marked on the map once used. Objectives are placed in hidden areas from view to avoid defenders being able to camp away from the objective without penalties. Attacking drone users must pass the defender's point in order to use their abilities to prevent camping in spawn. This is especially needed for medics as they may abuse their ability to heal without any disruption whatsoever. The rest of the game mode is basically the same as elimination. Now I've always scratched my head as to why all classes have the choice of choosing any cosmetic changes. It's rather odd that you see a tank wearing a full camo suit, which is the opposite of what a tank role is. The tank is meant to be seen and meant to be taking fire. Now it makes sense for a sniper to have these cosmetic outfits for sure, but anything else like a tank doesn't really seem very logical. I think exclusivity of cosmetic changes are needed where only certain classes can wear certain clothing or accessories. It would really help on the field if I could differentiate classes without enemies being marked. It makes sense that it isn't too much customization with weapons as it would create an imbalance in the gameplay. However, I would still like to see some sort of personalization with weapons in changing scopes or foregrips or muzzle types or barrel types. Right now there are only a few selected weapons that allow very minor changes to their parts, but I would love to see it play out as a more important part in gameplay. Vehicles play a big part in Wildlands and it's a shame that they don't play a part in multiplayer warfare. There would be, quite understandably, a few implications that vehicles bring to multiplayer gameplay, how the game would play out and be part of gameplay and stuff like that, and you know, also being overly powerful. But it would still be interesting to maybe get an all-out vehicle warfare type game mode where teams are given offensive vehicles to use and go hunt down the enemy team. Something to consider. So that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed this little concept video on Ghost Recon Wildlands. If you like this sort of stuff, comment below and tell me what you want to see in Wildlands. If you guys want to check out my patrons page, there's a link in the description below and give us a subscribe and that will help me out a lot. Thanks guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.